Hello, I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst and literacy educator. I help women strategize how to move in the direction of more and prepare for what's next. The catalyst that inspires you to aspire for more, starting with self-awareness and self-development. Today I want to talk about goal setting and what have you created this year? I don't know when you're watching this video, but whenever you're watching it, you should always have a goal. Right now, currently, when this video is recorded, it is September. September is like the new year. So as you're thinking about your year and planning and how you have planned in the past, considering what is that you've done. I know from experience that most people plan for the new year and plan their goals and set new goals in January. That's too late, folks. You should be, have reassessing your goals frequently. But definitely around the last quarter of the year, around this time for me, whatever time it is for you, it's probably a good time too. But you should be, before the next year begin, you should be finishing out the current year strong, and two, getting ready for the next year. So what does that sound like to you? That sounds like you should always be setting goals. You should always reassess your goals. And if you're not doing that, considering what can you do to do that? So you're like, well, Dr. Tammy, what can I do? What should I do to do that? I got something for you. So listen, let me just talk about it a minute. And then I have a surprise. So one thing that I know is that you should be constantly setting goals, whether it's monthly, quarterly, whatever it is, whether it's in life or business, you should be setting goals. People are always talking about setting goals, set goals, set goals, set goals. We're going to take it a step further. I am here for you. So when you're setting goals, not only should you set goals, not only should you have goals, but you should really think about those goals. What are they? And then we're going to take it up a notch. As my friend Emerald on the cooking show says, we're going to bump it up a notch. So first of all, you should have 5 goals. 5. Whenever it is that you're planning, don't have more than 5. Because what I know is that when you have too many, we get overwhelmed. When we have too few, we either procrastinate or we check them off really quick. And then we haven't accomplished much as we could have. So 5 goals. And I want us to break those 5 goals down. 2 of them will be really big goals. So what do you want to accomplish? So like for me, it's September. So what do you want to accomplish between now and December? What are 2 big goals? Those big goals, what do I mean by big goals? I mean that you have to look at them a little closer once we've established them. That means there are probably phases to them. There's probably steps to them. And that's what you do. 2 big goals that probably have steps or phases. The third goal, number 3, will be a self-care or self-love goal. Yeah, we always say we're going to take care of ourselves. We're always going to say do something. As a woman, and because I help women, I know what women do. Women neglect ourselves. We neglect ourselves. We always take care of other people. So what do I want you to do? I want you to have a self-care or a self-love goal. Now, that could be going to a massage. That could be, participating in a book club. That could be just taking 15 minutes a day for yourself. Whatever your self-care, your self-love goal. And some of you are probably thinking, well, I do those things regularly. But what about self-development? That goal should be something for the self. And so that may be self-development, personal development, whatever you want to call it, it could be that. But that third goal is for you, only you, not for anyone else. The 4th and 5th goal can be smaller goals. These are goals that can be checked off really quick. Like they could be really, really quick. Like you can do them in a month. You can do them in a week, depending on how your goals are set up. If you're doing it monthly, if you're doing it quarterly, whatever it is, it should not be annually. We shouldn't be doing it annually. We should be doing it more frequently. But whatever those goals are, they should be smaller. That way we can check them off fast. Because one thing I know is I like instant gratification and I want to check them off quickly. I want to be able to have them done. And so that'll give me something checked off while I'm working on the larger goals that are in steps. So you have 5 goals, 5 goals, and that's what they are. 2 big ones. The third one is self-care, self-love, self-development, and the 4th and 5th are any goals that are maybe smaller that don't require steps. Now, we got to make sure they're SMART goals, right? So they're very specific, they're measurable, they're realistic. We want them to be realistic, and we want to set a time to them. We want to make sure that there's a time set to them. So, specific, measurable, attainable, that you can reach them, that they're not, not realistic. So the A and the R go together, right? They're realistic because you can reach them in the time frame you've set. They're not like it's going to take longer. And then you have a time to it. When are you going to complete it and how long it's going to take? Put that on there. So very specific goals. Make sure they're measurable and specific goals. So that's what our goals are going to be. But we're going to bump that up a notch. Didn't I tell you that? So what are we going to do to bump it up a notch? What we're going to do is now you need people to help you. What I know is that I usually need people to help me reach my goals. I need some resources because if I try to do them on myself, especially the really big goals, I usually don't accomplish them because I don't have all the knowledge. I'm not the all-knowing on that particular topic, that particular goal, that particular journey. So you may need people to be alongside you on the way. Jim Rohn says that we are the average of the 5 people we hang out with. And so I want you to think about those 5 people closest to you. Steve Covey has this idea of the circle of influence, which I really like. The circle of influence are those people that are in your inner circle. These are people that are really, really close to you. We have our circle of influence. Those are ones we keep really close. Then we have our circle of concern. Those are our extended people. And so I want you to think about your circle of influence, those 5 people, whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to reach, that are in that space. Because those 5 people should have a purpose. Those 5 people should be people who are going to mentor you and going to guide you and going to push you in the direction to finishing that goal. If they're not, they got to go. They got to be pushed a little further out in that circle of concern. So, what do you mean, Dr. Tammy? I want you to assemble your personal board of mentors. Assemble your personal board of mentors. How are we going to do that? So you have 5 goals. Those 5 goals, I want you to think about who is where you are or where you want to be within that goal, at that space. So if you want to make 5K a month, who is making 5K a month that you know? Who is making 5K that you can hang out with, right? So who is where you want to be? Or who is where you're going? So say you want to make 5K, but you know you want to go to 10 or 15 a month. Then maybe who's where you're going there? So who's that person? You got someone? Think about it. Because who is that person? So you want to make sure that when you put people in that inner circle, those 5 people, you want to make sure that they can help you along the journey. Not a coach necessarily, not someone you're paying necessarily. It can be, and you must be willing to pay. However, it should be someone who can mentor you. A mentor will guide you, will kind of push you in that direction, maybe every moment, but there's someone you can call when you need them. There's someone you can tap into if you have a question. So you have 5 goals. You're going to pick a mentor for each one of those goals for the 5. Now let's talk about goal number 3, your self goal or self-love goal. That may be a group. That may be an organization. It just depends on what you've established. If you want to be a part of the book club, it's probably the book club, that organization or that group. So it just depends on what you've selected for that. It may be more than one person. The other ones, probably one person. So I want you to think about who can you put in your circle of influence, as Steve Covey says, and help you reach those 5 goals. We need to make sure that we make it, and we need to make sure we get there. We don't have time to not have all our resources in order. If you're goal planning, you got to do it right. What resources you need, who can mentor you. So today I want you to think about what are those goals and make sure they're strategically placed, like those 5 goals or something that we've talked about today. And have someone who can guide you, a mentor, who you can really call. So say you put someone in that space that you haven't talked to, that you don't know as well, that you just know of and you talk to occasionally. Then that is a point where you would network. Reach out to them, talk to them, introduce yourself, get to know them, and maybe even possibly tell them what your goal is and where you're going, where you want to be, and how you can help each other. Maybe it's an opportunity for collaboration. It just depends. But remember, 5 goals, 5 mentors, collaborate and network are the key. So if you want more information about this, if you want to go further, because this could really spring you into your next and prepare you for more, I am your girl, Dr. Tammy Donaldson. And one thing I know, you can connect with me. Below in the description, I have put some links for you, and I have included a freebie. I have a freebie for you. I have a worksheet that will guide you through exactly what we talked about. If what I'm talking about is too abstract, if it doesn't make sense, don't worry, I have something that can help you. And so if you click on that link, it'll take you to the worksheet and you can have it in your hands in seconds. So also, say you want more. Say you need more guidance, because I didn't tell you everything, right? Because I don't have time. I'm trying to keep this short. So if you want more, you can always sign up with me. I am your strategist, and I can help you strategize for your next, whether it's the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next year, the next 5 years, the next 20 years. I am your girl. And so just look below. You'll find out how to connect with me, how to follow me. If you just want to see what I'm about and find out more about me, go below. Check it out in the description, and you should be able to find me just about anywhere in these social media streets. And so I encourage you to connect with me, reach out to me, and take advantage of that freebie. So if you like this content, if you like my personality, if you find this of use to you or anyone in your inner circle, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. Please turn on your notifications. Make sure you click on that bell and make sure your notifications on. And what else? Share it out. Make sure you share it with someone you know, and have that person subscribe and turn on their notifications. Thank you so much for taking time to watch my video and to be here with me. You could have been anywhere in the world at this moment, but so I thank you for watching me. Take care, and remember to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will see you back here for my next upload next week. Take care, and remember, I am Dr. Tammy Donaldson, your success catalyst, the catalyst that gets you moving in the direction of knowledge, light, self-awareness, the direction of more, the direction of your dreams. And if you're following me, you can follow me at TF Donaldson, PhD on Facebook, or at TF Donaldson on any other platform. Take care, and remember, check the description below, like and subscribe. Bye-bye, and remember, aspire for more.